This is the follow-up to the video I just posted. I just felt like I had to add a bit more um, depth to it. So think of it this way, right? Before the Big Bang, my favorite topic, I'm just using that as a metaphor, but before the separation or the dissolution of the one into the many, when we are okay, like when we leave this place, right, we literally go back to the whole, yeah. And most NDEers or whatever, most people that have had near-death experiences know exactly what I mean. You go back to a different place, right? And that place is whole. Everything is instant. You want to go and speak to somebody on in another region, or go and see somebody in another region of this dimension. You could be there in an instant. You know how when you're dreaming, 1 minute you're walking in Paris, next minute you're walking in New York, and you could be doing something in somewhere, next minute you're here, because that's how powerful you are. You literally can traverse. There's no time and space where we are from originally. Yeah, there's none of that. But when we dissolved into this material world, this material world runs on certain programs, specific programs like time, specific programs like space, specific programs like vibration. They're programs that run here, right? So when you're here, what tends to happen is all the things you can do in the previous place, you can't do here because there are limitations. This is why when you take a child to a shop and the child sees something, they want it right now, right? Because in all of the existence, in the wholeness of consciousness, in when they with God, with the oneness, with source, whatever you want to say, everything is instant. Do you see what I mean? Everything is instantaneous. Right? So you want to play with a shiny thing, shiny things in your hand, right? But in this dimension, in this material world, everything is slower. So the kid points, and then the mom or dad is like, no, you can't have it just now. So there's resistance, like, no, but why can't I have it? I can have whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want, right? So then we start to then indoctrinate and program the kids to work, and everybody, we get programmed to work in accordance with the programs here: time, space, vibration, all these other programs, right? So all our experiences that we seek, have to now follow these norms, these rules, these programs, right? So then in our own kind of human life experience in the material world, we have to go through processes, right? So if we have a need for something, we have to go through to get there, right? So whereas in the place that you're from, there is no hunger or thirst, because if you're hungry, I don't assume consciousness will be, but let's say, I'm just making an example. If consciousness was hungry, it will be satisfied straight away, right? But here you can't do that. So you must go and get food again, which is also spontaneously created by consciousness. You go and get it, you prepare it, then you eat it, so you still get to the same finish line, but you get there slower because you're in the material world where everything is slow. But what I'm trying to say is, if you fast forward all of these things, you will see that from point A to B, if you speed it up, you realize that it's consciousness. Just, I wanted it, and it happens. I wanted it, and it happens. If you remove time and space, those things are happening instantaneously. They're happening instantaneously. Yeah. And when you leave this realm, when you leave the material, where consciousness resides outside of the material world, everything is instantaneous. Every experience is instantaneous. But we chose to come into this dream world, right, to experience things, within the framework of time and space. And that's why some other people will tell you things like, what you desire desires you, because if you desire an experience, right, it's already happened. The fact that, so that's why, people preach consistency and all these other things. They're just buzzwords, right? But in actual fact, what's happening is very, very simple. You seek an experience, right? You're seeking an experience, right? That experience, the minute you seek that experience from a consciousness standpoint, you've experienced it. Because if you go into your third eye and you connect with source, you've literally experienced it. That's why you can, I made a video, I was talking about something that Neville Goddard always speaks about, live in the end. Living in the end, you're literally operating as consciousness. It's like, okay, I want to do this. So whoop, I'm there, right? If you live in that state, that vibrational frequency, removing time and space and all the other material world bumps and crap that's in the way, you will get there. You just have to navigate the labyrinth called time and space. Do you understand? Your physical body has to navigate it because you're operating in a different, denser state of vibration. But here's the kicker. If you elevate your consciousness and you recognize who you actually are in the material world, you would again go back to the point of experiencing things instantaneously. Try it.